because that red corner has very strong legs. Look at that.
Yeah. And then the blue corner comes out with some kicks.
Yeah, but there's a lack of technique here. This is all going crazy, which I don't like.
He's catching some hands up top. He's actually taking the worst of those exchanges right now. Blue corners is just
facing front.
Yeah.
And you cannot just turn around.
Or get sideways and get stunned and start collecting the.
But I think the red corner doesn't have the technique to be up here, honestly. You have to be very, very careful. Hands are down, swinging widely. Strong man, but he has to be very careful. That can be a knockout. Obviously brave enough to go up there, right?
Yeah, exactly. Blue corner seems to be confident with his boxing technique.
But this is I'm sorry, but I respect all the fighters, but you cannot just come here and not use your hands. That is not. Happy for Mr. No Fun to show that courage, but he needs to spend more time in the gym.
It's turned around again.
There's one clinch well done. There you go. That's one clinch well done.
Well, what I'm seeing is that when he's getting hit, when the red corner's getting hit, he's turning and he's flinching. And his eyes get off track, and then his head's nowhere in the right position to know where anything's coming from. Totally. It's like the strikes are coming from every which way, and he doesn't even know where they're coming from. So he's collecting more damage than he needs to.
I am telling you, as a coach, but I can be critical because I'm here, right?
Absolutely.
But as a coach, I would never let someone with that level of technique go up there if they don't know how to defend themselves. But this is not a brawl. This is a sport that has rules, and there's also some aesthetics to it, right? I mean, if you know very quickly when someone knows how to box or not. And we've seen a lot of people that still lack technique, right? They're new.
Yeah.
But this is not. This is a brawl, and I don't appreciate that. I have a huge love for the sport. I hope it ends up well without any injuries or anything like that. That's my only hope. Because that kind of wild, not looking, it's like day one of the gym.
I was just more concerned with the way that he gets kind of disoriented when he gets struck. It's like he loses focus where he's at. And then here comes the barrage from every angle, and he catches about 3/4 of it. Maybe even spend some additional time sparring in the gym.
That's
working on the hands, working on the head movement, working on the focus of staying forward.
Working on everything.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you look at that footwork, still,
He's got some really impressive looking legs too.
Yeah.
I mean,
no question.
If he would put some really good kick techniques with the strength of those legs, he could be damaging people.
But that is.
See the hands down?
Yeah.
Do you see the hands down on the technique?
It looks like a wrestler to me.
Hands totally down on the technique. No guard. And that's why he's catching that.
Yeah, I don't know what his background is, but look at that head. If he was facing someone with a little bit more experience, he would be down already. You only need that chin one time.
Yeah, he's fortunate that his opponent is inexperienced as well.
Yeah, and that's the purpose of matching them right. But there's a difference between your first fight and your last fight, but your first fight cannot look like this. I'm sorry. and I'm really sorry for the people that love him as a fighter and as a person. I respect that, respect their families, respect their coaches, but there's a lot more work to do.
Shout out to the Ring Girls tonight for bringing us in, giving us all this entertainment, carrying these cards in, working hard tonight, just like everybody else out here tonight. CO.
Loves bodybuilding, you can tell. I mean, that those legs come from.
Well, sometimes too, you know, depending on how you've developed your muscle reacts the same way that it's trained. So if you train in bodybuilding, your muscles react to bodybuilding stuff, not so much fighting technique, you know, because the muscles have the memory and then they know what you taught them. They don't know the next, you know, you have to teach them that too. So it could be a matter of continuing development.
Yeah, I think it clearly is. I agree. And nothing against proving yourself, but
fighting's not for everybody.
And look at that chin so high. I mean, that is like day one of. The thing is, he's brave, right?
He's trying to tee off, but he's not using any guard defense. He doesn't use his hands to guard his face. His hands go all the way down on the technique.
That time, and he just put a jab, a stink jab right there. And he got it.
He gets turned around, he gets sideways.
If the blue corner was not scared, he would just do exactly what he did now. Let him punch in the air, come back, boom,
and then catch him every time.
Sting, boom.
Catch him when he's turned around, catch him when he's off balance, and just basically pick him apart.
Yes, exactly.
1-2 step out, let him come.
That's it. Look at that.
But he's
turning around. I mean, that he's lucky that he's not getting kicked at that time. Because if he gets a kick in the head,
high kick from the opposite side,
it would be terrible.
I'm surprised he hasn't tried. I'm surprised the blue corner hasn't tried that yet.
That's a high kick.
See, totally blind, swinging blind.
I think it's just
that. He's going to get a standing
aim
for that.
He's going to get a count, yeah. And honestly,
they could get called for timidity at a certain point too, if they're turning their back, cowering, crouching, running away.
Absolutely. And what we're going to see here is, well, again, he's lucky that the opponent was not able to see things clearly, because that is a major weakness, turning around. That is a major weakness. He's going to try to win that way. Yeah.
Like I said,
catch by the ref.
Well, I want to say he caught him with a good shot. I want to say he caught him, but it's like the shots were accidentally landing. They were just lucky shots landing.
Mike, you are a boxing coach.
Man.
I mean, you have to be suffering this. I am suffering it. I mean, I was a coach for many years.
It was hard. It was hard to watch.
And it's not something that you want to watch. And again, love the people, respect the families, respect the fighters, respect the coaches, but this is not right. You cannot just go up there and brawl.
Well, you know, as a coach, one of the first things you ever teach your fighters is keeping their hands up. I mean, it's fundamental. It's basic. It's fundamental. He didn't have any high guard at all. There was no hands up. Even on when he was using the offensive techniques, it was more winging and like hand down, head turns, eyes closed, everything that we don't want to do.
Yeah, what's the difference between that and a brawl in the bar? I don't see any difference. That's a good for the blue.
All for your winner by unanimous decision, Nathan Clouse.
And now the blue corner has a win on the night.
Well deserved.